Stop the presses, grab a cold one and check your calendars because Sony just did something nice. Yes, Sony, the company famous for charging $70 for remasters and DLC that unlocks the ability
to blink faster.
This week, the internet found evidence that PlayStation might actually be planning to introduce cross-buy between PlayStation 5 and PC, meaning you buy a game once and you get it on both platforms. And honestly, people are double-checking the date to make sure it's not freaking April Fool's Day. Because when was the last time Sony did something that made gamers go,
wait, are they okay?
This is the company that once made you rebuy the same game across 3 consoles and then sold you the soundtrack separately. The same company that called its online ID change system a feature. And now they're out here giving people things? Trust me guys, somewhere deep inside PlayStation AQ, an executive probably tripped over a cord and accidentally flipped the generosity switch because suddenly, guys, it's like Sony woke up and said,
hey, maybe people shouldn't have to buy God of War twice to enjoy it on their freaking PC.
So yes, you're not hallucinating. Sony is actually embracing a concept older than time itself. Consumer friendliness. And we're just as confused as we are impressed. Hidden deep within PlayStation Store's CSS, code archaeologists unearthed something nobody expected.
Kindness.
Actual tangible kindness written in HTML nestled between lines of code that usually scream Error 404, affordability not found. The leak itself came from the digital adventurers of the internet, a user named AMETHXST, whatever guys, who posted mysterious new icons marked cross-buy and PS5/PC. It was like finding a cave painting of Sony sharing. Naturally, the gaming world lost its mind. Cross-buy, people whispered, clutching their wallets, unsure whether to celebrate or prepare for the twist freaking ending. But then, DEA Labs, those French freaking legends of leaks, stepped in with backup. They found CSS files literally labeled cross-buy tag, confirming that this wasn't Photoshop sorcery. Sony actually coded the words play anywhere into freaking existence. For the uninitiated, this might sound small, but for long-time PlayStation fans, this is freaking monumental. It's like discovering fire, only this time the fire doesn't come with a $9.99 freaking microtransaction. This could mean one purchase covers both your PS5 and PC versions, a feature that feels ripped straight from a utopian dream. So picture this, gamers and gamerettes. You buy a PlayStation exclusive, you play it on your couch, then later continue on your PC without feeling freaking robbed. It's cinematic, it's emotional, it's Sony learning empathy through CSS.
Somewhere a developer just wiped a tear off their keyboard.
This isn't just cross-buy, gamers and gamerettes, this is cross-blessing. The gamer dream. Buy once, play anywhere. It's like the prophecy foretold by every player who ever looked at their second copy of Horizon Zero Dawn and said,
there has to be a freaking better way.
With cross-buy, you're not just getting convenience, you're getting vindication. For years, gamers have endured the tyranny of double-dipping, watching the same title resurface across platforms like a financially abusive ghost. But now Sony might actually be saying, we trust you to own this game once. Revolutionary. It's honestly, it's hard to overstate how big this freaking is. Cross-buy, it has existed before. Sure, the PS Vita days technically had it, but that was like watching a baby take its first steps before immediately falling down the freaking stairs. This time Sony seems a bit serious. After all, this is a new era, one where the phrase PlayStation ecosystem doesn't sound like a trap. And it's not just good for us guys, it's good for Sony, because you know what people love more than exclusivity? Freedom. When gamers feel respected, they stick around. They buy merch, sequels, and probably a third controller they don't freaking need. Cross-buy, guys. Cross-buy isn't about giving away games. It's about building loyalty. It's about making players feel like valued fans instead of credit card PIN codes. And for that, Sony deserves genuine applause. Guys, remember when Shuhei Yoshida, the former head of PlayStation Studios, said releasing PlayStation games on PC was almost like printing money? Well, apparently Sony realized you can print loyalty too, and it's worth more in the freaking long run. For years, Sony's PC push has been one long balancing act between profit and perception. They'd sell you a game on PlayStation, wait a few years, then drop it on PC like an after-party freaking invitation with a cover charge. But this new move? This isn't about scraping the last few bucks from an old title. Oh no. This is about investment. The kind you can't count in yen or dollars or pound. Only goodwill. Crossbuy doesn't just say, we want your cash. It says we want your trust. It's Sony finally understanding that gamers don't mind spending money. They just hate feeling like they're being mugged for it. And the poetic part, Yoshida's comment wasn't wrong. It was like printing money for real. But with Crossbuy, Sony is minting something more valuable. Long-term fans, the kind who evangelize the brand, who defend it in online wars, who will buy a PS6 because they genuinely like the company, not because they are cornered by freaking exclusives. This shift, guys, this isn't anti-profit. It's pro-people. It's Sony realizing that loyalty pays dividends, and this time, they're cashing in on decency. From console walls to cross-platform bridges, who saw this coming? Sony, the same company that used to build exclusivity bunkers around every IP, is now waving from the drawbridge yelling,
Come on in, PC players.
this right here. This is the kind of progress that makes you both proud and suspicious, because this, after all, this is Sony, the company that once locked Spider-Man's multiplayer content behind a single console. But here we are, watching them lower the gate and let the common folk cross their freaking digital kingdom. If this leak pans out, it's honestly, I consider it a genuine transformation. What used to be a fortress is turning into a whole ecosystem, a space where PlayStation isn't just a box. It's an identity, a unified experience that follows whether you're on your PS5 or your PC. And honestly, it's kind of inspiring. Because, let's be real guys, no one expected Sony to change this fast. Microsoft's been out here cross-playing, cross-saving and cross-buying for years, and Sony was like,
That's cute, but we prefer you buy twice.
now, they've stepped into the 21st freaking century like a reformed villain trying to earn forgiveness. This, in my honest opinion, it isn't just a feature update, it's a cultural reboot. Sony is learning that openness doesn't dilute prestige, it multiplies it. And with Crossbuy, they're proving that progress doesn't have to come at the cost of pride. It can come from growth. So gamers and gamerettes, here we are, the timeline where Sony of all companies give us something that doesn't require a deluxe edition or a freaking remaster. Crossbuy, guys, it isn't just a checkbox feature, it's a symbolic moment. For once, gamers aren't being milked, they're being hugged. It's honestly a win for everyone. PlayStation fans get freedom, PC players get validation, and Sony gets what every company secretly craves, the respect of the internet. And that right there, that's rarer than a PS6 freaking launch. This move doesn't just make games more accessible, it makes Sony actually human. It reminds us that behind the corporation and consoles, there are people who actually care about how we play, what we buy, and whether we feel appreciated or not. For years, guys, for years we joked about Sony tax and exclusive walls, but now we're standing on a bridge made of code, wallet intact, controller in hand, and most importantly,
Smiling.
so here is to Sony, the company that finally realized being kind can be just as profitable as being clever. Crossbuy, I think it isn't just smart business, it's good karma.
In 4K.
And for once, oh my goodness, thank God, for once it feels good to say, thank you PlayStation. What do you guys think? Will Sony actually freaking this amazing and life-altering change, or is this just a preparation for April freaking Fools? Drop your thoughts down below.
Before I start uploading my videos 2 times.
And guys, thank you once again for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, please consider leaving a like and subscribing for more content in the future. Take care and I'll see you in the next one.